Morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 2nd of March. We are Signal Centre talking ball. Joe Neighbour, Ian Coleman and Steve O'Hare. Morning, guys.
Good morning,
Good
all.
morning.
Good
You
weekend?
alright? Yeah, not bad. Not
Yeah,
bad at all.
Didn't do a lot.
That's a good weekend then, right?
No, I went to Suffolk.
Oh,
It was
did you?
nice. Yeah.
Any good up there?
Yeah, nice it was, yeah.
Nice weather yesterday, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was lovely yesterday. On the drive up it was a bit wet and windy, but yeah, no, we had a really nice day. Lovely place, Aldeburgh.
Aldborough.
Aldeburgh.
Very nice. Good fish and chips there.
Yeah, actually I was tempted to go for the fish and chips, but went for something else instead. Went for
Was
something
that
a bit more
to
meaty.
take your mind off the football, was it?
Yes, it was.
Okay,
No.
cool. 49 undefeated remains.
Is that mid-table team, Arsenal?
Yeah,
Is that
they used to be good,
Arsenal?
apparently.
Yeah, I know. I heard about. Well, my dad told me about them.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's how he used to.
My dad told me about them as well. That's why I'm in this position now. Okay, so Friday was pretty spectacular for our talking ball calls. We had 3 out of 3. We had a win on Aussie dollar, 3.1R. We had a win on silver, 3.7R, and a win on euro yen, 2.67R. So it was 9.68R across 3 trades.
Nice.
Which obviously has taken us to new highs on the old
Nearly
P&L.
70%.
Nearly
Yeah,
70%.
lovely.
Trying to get up to that 1% per episode if we can.
So the markets were down whatever percent, and we were up.
Oh yes, that's outperforming quite significantly.
Active strategy.
Interesting. Okay, so not going to dwell too much on that. So let's get straight on with today's calls. Anybody got anything, Ian? I think you're keen to get off the mark. What you got?
What have I got? Let's have a look. I've got euro sterling. Broken out of this formation to the upside, but we've just hit this 127.2% fib. This is the more important time frame for me. I think we've just overextended a 261.8%. We've got bespoke resistance at 86.77, and we've just hit that and reversed this morning. We've got 13 counts in the 4-hour, the 1-hour chart. Using correlation, 13 count in cable, 13 count in Euro Aussie, 13 count in Euro CAD, 13 count in Sterling Swiss, 13 count in Sterling Yen, which basically should indicate that Euro goes down from here and Sterling goes up. So I'm selling it at current price, which is 86.68. Unfortunately, I can't have my stop there. DMark has put my stop at 87.40. And the target is 84.65. So 2.8R.
Okay.
Lovely.
Well, I'm going to execute that.
Good luck. Steve, you got anything or do you want me to go?
You can go. I don't mind.
Okay. I am looking at some risk coming back on after the rout that we saw in the markets last week. We have opened higher on most of the equity markets today. Bit of a bounce. We saw it late on Friday night. There was some strong buying that came in, particularly to the US indices, and formed what looked to be a pretty impressive hammer candle on a lot of them. This is the NASDAQ. We saw confluence of fib levels support the market around here, and that's been backed up with some strong buying. So I think there is scope for a short-term recovery. I think long-term there is still scope for more downside, but in the short term, I think we could see a little bit of a rise. So I'm going to buy the NASDAQ today. It's at 86.38. I'm going to place a stop at 84.53, and I'm going to target a 61.8% retracement of this down move, which comes in at 91.33. So that's my trade for today. Corrective, I think, but some decent risk reward, about 2.7R.
Lovely.
There we go.
Very, very nice. Right, let me get this chart on. Am I there? Am I sharing the right one? Don't want to share my YouPorn channel.
No,
we can see
Dow.
different.
Dow?
Your emails at the moment.
You don't want to see them.
Dow.
Dow,
Is that what you're looking at?
Here we go.
Dow.
Yeah, I was looking at Dow, yeah, before Joe stole my thunder. Yeah, pretty much the same. I think there's more downside to come, but we've got this rally. Funny enough, I was watching the markets last night and I did go small long.
I'm all right, thank you.
Just below 25,000 after it made a bit of a low, and cut out of that about 3 o'clock this morning. My initial target was 26, just below 26,000. So would have taken a nice 1,000 points already before I'd even woken up for the morning, but a little bit less than that. Never mind. But I still think there's a bit more in it. I think there's something going on, that there'll be some sort of intervention of some sorts, because none of these central banks can leave it alone and let the market take its course. So again, same sort of candles that Joe was looking at on the Nasdaq. This like lovely bullish hammer. The market rallied just under 1,000 points in the last hour and 10 minutes. So that was a completely ridiculous move. So for me, we're sort of like, we've got much more downside to come. We're not out of the woods yet, but nice source of bottom here. Lovely rounded bottom here. For me, the risk is here on this candle. On the hourly chart, we've got a low of 25,786, 25,940. So I'd like to get long here. 25,936. 25, the stop is at 25,700. And let me go. 6, 150 points. And I'm looking for, let's go 600 on the upside. So there's a nice 4-to-1 risk ratio. So we're going to put all these into an MT4 platform this morning, aren't we?
Yep.
Excellent.
Start putting our money where our mouth is.
Yes. So that's the idea. Actually, shit, it's just dropped. Man of lifeboats. Okay. Yeah. So that's where I am. 4-to-1 risk reward.
Lovely stuff. Okay. So news-wise, obviously we touched on a few bits. The fears that we saw on Friday, there was a bit of late relief, and that was because Fed Chair Powell expressed a willingness to support the economy. I think he's probably going to be under a bit of duress from President Trump to do some stuff if needs be. He doesn't want to see this market. He certainly doesn't want to own a pullback of this magnitude, does he?
No.
It's not in his nature. So the coronavirus obviously poses an evolving risk to the economy, said Chair Powell on Friday, and the Fed will use its tools to act appropriately to support the economy. The futures markets have now priced in a 95% chance that the Fed would cut interest rates by 0.5% at the March policy meeting. And those comments triggered further US selling, with Euro USD back towards 1.1050, and US yields dropped as well. The PMI data that we saw on Friday night was pretty shocking from China. It was, or it showed a decline to 35.7 from 50 previously. I don't think any huge surprises given what's happened over there. But the non-manufacturing index also slumped to 29.6 from 54.1. So quite a dramatic drop in both of the figures. Obviously, both been hammered by the closures in industry as a result of the coronavirus. Expectations of global central bank support measures and also the Bank of Japan liquidity injections were underpinning risk conditions this morning and over the weekend, which is probably why we're seeing this bit of a bounce in equities. I don't think personally that we're out of the woods yet, and I think we could see some relief, but I don't think it will last. And I think you guys are sort of the same opinion with that.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty more to come, I think.
Bank of England Governor Mark Carney warned that the coronavirus impact would have a negative impact on the economy, although too early to judge its impact. The comments were no surprise really to anybody there. And that pretty much rounds up all of the news. So there was 12 more cases yesterday, I think, in the UK. From what I saw, it's reached Essex now as well, Steve. So we need to be a bit careful.
Oh, well, I'm staying inside today then.
Okay.
Hopefully
Well,
it'll
it's
all
like
blow
a normal
over.
day then.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any chance of traders catching much of this coronavirus. We just sit in front of our screens all day, don't we?
Yeah. Well, it could become broadband sensitive, couldn't it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Broadband, yeah.
That's what they're looking to try and do, yeah.
Okay, so no school closures yet. That's what that'll be the next thing, won't it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I think Henry was trying to feign coronavirus this morning, so he didn't have to go to school.
Yeah, they've all looked up their symptoms and they're sort of all coming out with it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, news-wise today, we've got US ISM manufacturing PMI, which is due to come in at 50.2. That's at 3 p.m. today. We've got non-farm payrolls this week as well, and a cluster of other data that will be due out as well. Plus, of course, any headlines that come out as a result of the ongoing situation with coronavirus. So expecting more volatility. Be careful if you're trading. And I think we can wrap it up there for today.
Yeah. All right, mate.
Cool.
Well
right,
done.
have a good one, guys.
Cheers.
Good luck. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.